Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on with y'all, man? It's your boy, yours truly. Hope everything is well. Hope you had a good Sunday, good Easter. At one point, Easter used to be celebrated, like celebrated, like on some like people had their outfits, people went to church. They're not saying like people didn't do that today, but you know what I mean. Like I don't know the last time I even did any of those things. So, you know what I mean. Got one of got one of the Teamsters on. You,
You
what's going on, boy?
chilling, chilling. What up?
You chilling? How's your Easter?
Yeah, it's all right. Can't complain.
Yeah, yeah. I went. And I don't know if I told you about the Super Mario Brothers.
Not
Like
me.
that movie is dope, man.
Yeah, I
That movie is
think I'm the
dope.
only one. Like
Yeah, that movie is dope. Like the
about
way
to
how
be in
they
there by myself.
you
Yeah,
Okay, white tee.
white teed
no,
up.
I like. See, this was not planned. I feel like
What's
In my
going on with
white
y'all?
tee.
What's going on with y'all though?
Mr. Loke, what's going on? All is well. All is well. I can't complain. Regular smegular day.
Yep,
You know.
Those are pictures that y'all took earlier today.
Nah,
I
Okay.
my,
did. Mine
my,
was earlier today.
I did that because it was, hey, I got a picture of me holding my phone taking a picture. That's why I was like, oh, let me take a picture of this spot I got over here.
Yo, ASAP was good, boy.
What's going on, bro? How you doing?
Hey,
Yeah, we
hey,
love
Sab,
you.
what up?
We love you for that picture that you put together, man.
Yeah,
Like
that fly is right.
that's my new picture right there. That's definitely my new picture.
Love it.
But yeah, man, let's get into it as far as the first topic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, y'all know about the whole Angel Reese, you know, her going back and forth. Well, not going back and forth, but the whole situation with because the LSU Tigers, the women, congrats to the women.
Smooth
Like,
was good, bro.
Right?
you know what I'm saying? Like they won that fan square. There wasn't no old, the other team had a chance. Nah.
Nah,
They
they
had
fucked
they
Iowa up.
Iowa got their asses
They
Iowa got their asses
Iowa up.
handed to them.
Gave
Fuck,
them
Like,
the
fuck
business.
you
that
know what I'm saying?
bullshit.
And Jill, and not to go against the president's wife, I don't know that woman.
No, 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 no. We going against her.
No.
Not to go against her wife, but just
Yeah,
I think what she needs to understand is once she put that statement out there, you became a victim of not just social media, but just people that look like us.
So you ain't no victim.
Not
We
victim,
we
but
tell she's
you
showing how she really feel.
yep.
like not a victim for her sake, but just like how
She not a victim
she's
at
trying to
all.
play
Like
victim, I should say, because she didn't
no, that's
discuss that. She didn't discuss that with her husband.
she was displaying privilege.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No victim
Displaying the
at
privilege.
all.
Because my thing is, Miss, like that girl, I forgot her name. That plays for Iowa, but she was.
Caitlin,
I
I
forgot
believe,
her
what
name.
is it? Caitlin Clark or something like that.
Because I
Caitlin
know,
Clark or something.
yeah, Caitlin Clark, yes. And basically, like she felt bad for her. That's all it was. Like she felt
No,
bad.
she felt bad for a team of white girls.
Yep.
Got their ass kicked by pretty much by a team of black women.
And what's crazy is LSU. I think, if I'm not mistaken, their whole squad is only one white girl, and
Two
then
white girls.
it's okay. And then on Iowa side, it's only one black girl.
I didn't even know it was a black girl on
Yeah,
that
it's
team.
Me neither.
yeah, it's
Me
one.
neither.
It's
I
one.
ain't even know that.
It's one on that team. I ain't get her name, but yeah, it's one. It's one of her on that team. So I would have loved to hear like her speak about it, but of course that ain't gonna happen. But but
She
yeah,
would be the token black girl. What is there
Right.
to say?
Right. She a product of her environment. So overall, she's just
yeah.
with them.
But at the end of the day, Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Playing
congrats.
Bixby.
Yeah.
Right.
Congrats to Angel Reese. Like she earned that. Like, now I'm saying, like, she did the same thing Caitlyn did to other opponents. Like, she was doing the Cena, you can't see me. She was
She did the Tony
like talking.
Yayo. We're not calling it the John Cena. She did the Tony
Oh,
Yayo.
so Yayo started that?
Yeah, bitch. Shorty in the club, she dancing on me.
Right.
The Tony Yayo.
Okay, we give Tony that. We give Tony that award. But but yeah, she was doing that. She was doing that to everybody. She was giving them, and she had every right to. And I think she did speak on Angel's behalf. She was basically saying like, "Yo, why should we get invited to the White House? We didn't win."
That was after
That,
all
that
that
was
was going down.
oh, so
Like that.
that was
This is
after.
way after.
Yeah.
Like this is cleanup.
Yeah.
This is cleanup. That's
Oh, so
all
she didn't want to
cleanup.
get caught up in the whirlwind.
She was already caught up in the whirlwind. She was okay with that shit until, like he said, it was cleanup
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, cleanup time.
Fuck
Yeah.
these hoes.
Everything they do everything she did whatever it is, she meant it. And then when all of that stuff happened with Angel Reese, like getting into him,
Mm-hmm.
so now
Mhm.
we're coming, blah blah blah. Like now, now everybody, not everybody coming, not everybody
Pointing
coming at them. It's
at the
cleanup
ring.
time.
Yeah.
So they like, yo, you gotta say something. The PR teams, they all with it. They ain't.
But not to mention, Iowa was disrespecting LSU in the pregame and all that leading up to the game. Like,
Right.
they deserve everything that
Show what up.
came their way.
Yo, Showtime, what up?
Show was good, bro.
Like,
And it's crazy. We
He
have
was
people
not
that look
wrong.
like us.
Yeah, bro.
We have people that look like us, like, oh, she went too far. She was like, shut the fuck up. Like, girl,
and
so
then
fucking nuts.
but then she was like, she wanted to see the Obamas, which that's that. Yeah, if she owned the team, then yeah, she'd be able to do that. But she can only speak for herself.
She
But
technically don't have to go to the
no,
White
she don't.
House.
No,
She could
no.
decline that. Like the team could go, but she could say, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
But as
Yeah.
far as like, cause she said she wanted to see the Obamas. Now that's something that she can't do by herself.
She probably
Technically
could.
can.
Yeah, she
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 technically
probably
can.
could. Yeah, she probably could see them by like with everything going on. Yeah, I think
She
they'd
probably
be
could.
with it. They'd be with it.
Yeah, of course.
Cause they
Good, bro.
clean that up real good. Like, okay, well, she didn't want to see the White House. Okay, she wanted to come see us. All right, cool. Like, Barack would be like, okay, Michelle, just put out the table. Let's, we're gonna have some pie.
Man,
We're gonna eat some black eyed
Barack
peas.
gonna be like, yo,
We're gonna have
pull
some
out
black eyed peas.
we gonna hit the gym real quick. We gonna
He
big
go,
ball it.
And
Let's
he gonna
go.
want to
Barack could
play.
probably, yeah, Barack could probably shoot around with it and just talk to her.
Yeah, let alone two white men did speak down on her. It was more than two white men, but
It was
those are
more
the
than
ones
just
they
them two.
highlighted.
Yeah.
Danny Kanell was saying something, former quarterback of the Giants, called it trash and all that.
Right?
Yeah, it was a whole bunch of these
And that
analysts.
just goes to show you how they really feel.
Yeah,
That just goes to show you how they really feel.
it's deeply rooted, bro.
Exactly. How dare you disrespect that white woman? And no, I'm not racist, but that's what it was. Like,
Yeah, that's what it was.
But America likes that shit. America likes the racism with the coaches going back and forth. But at the same time, it's up to us when we just say, yo, this person bust my ass. I don't give a fuck what color they are. But
America was made off of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And forget sports. This is how this country came about. Like, we got to stop pacifying it too. We got to tell the truth. This is how America was born. Like,
Mm-hmm.
All other countries look at America like, y'all messed up anyway. Like they already see it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the girl dressed different. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like she got her nails done, hair did. It was busting ass. Like
they mad because she don't look like a boy with long hair like Shorty from Iowa do.
Busting ass. Like I listen. I ain't like I don't. Okay, and I'm guilty of it. I don't really watch women's basketball.
but I definitely watched the highlights. So when they started talking about how this girl was like putting foots in them, I was like, yo, let me watch her play. Shorty is nice. Angel Reese is nice.
Not only just Angel Reese, the point guard, what's shorty named Morris? Morris was getting busy. The point guard Morris, I think she was like 45 or something like that, or some crazy number. She get busy. And is a shorty that rap. That's how I got into it with LSU.
Yeah.
Is a shorty on that team that rap. Her name is like Flo J or something. My pops got killed when she was before she was born. So she
Wow.
rap and play ball. She's good at both. Like
Yeah. Wow.
I knew about Angel Reese because I live out here, and and as LSU was doing what they was doing, people talk about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, but that's still my team, though. That's still my
Nigga,
team.
you don't even like the basketball team. Cut it out.
Right. You only with the football. That's it.
Now, I'm a supporter, baby. Angel, we got you. We got you, baby. But
Racism
yeah,
is never gonna leave our world. Nah, it's never gonna
never.
leave America. It will leave
It will
all the
always
other
be.
countries.
It will always
It
be a
could.
competitive.
It
It will
could.
always. It will always be a competitive topic.
Racism won't leave America because we won't. We'll rather. I don't even want to say that because it'll sound like I'm promoting violence, but we know what we got to do. What we got to stop doing every time they meet us physically.
Mm-hmm. And see, we give credit. Like we give credit to Luka. We give credit to Larry Bird. Like we gave credit to Dirk. Like we give credit to Dirk. Like now I'm saying like Luka's still young, but you know what I mean like Luka gets busy. I
He don't play
can't
no
front. Like
defense.
he doesn't. Offensively,
yeah, he'll drop like 40, but his opponent will have like 32. So you can't say he busted. You can't say you bust your opponent ass. Like
yeah, that's true. Oh, one sided, yeah. One sided.
Until we stand together, it will never. Bro,
Yeah.
society will never let us stand together.
Remember the movie Us?
Even if we did stand together, they will burn it down.
Yeah,
Each
there will always be.
time
It will always be.
Black Americans, even our people did.
that's because we don't fight back.
Yo,
Yeah.
We'll become some of the most churchy people when others are violent towards us.
We shall
like
overcome.
what happened? Like what happened in the city? The actual black city that was where Central Park is. Like
You talking about Seneca Village?
Yeah.
Seneca Village.
come on, we were successful. We was doing everything. Thanks all that. We was out here. They scared of us. They scared of that. Every time we do that, it's over. Like they ready to get rid of it.
Eddie Griffin said it best. He said, "Yeah, catch a nigga with a book. You're gonna have them standing in the corner going."
They start looking at you crazy, like, "Oh my God, this nigga's reading."
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Especially when you hit them with big words. But that's neither here nor there. Angel Reese, we got you, baby. But yeah, let's get into the next topic.
Mm-hmm.
And I know Chris brought this up before, but we never answered that as a question. Would you
What's this?
Would you change for the better of your relationship on your own, or would you leave if they don't love you for who you are?
I felt like I answered this question already.
No, you said it, but I never asked it.
I mean, it go both ways. If I'm moving for the better, if you can't accept it, then I don't see no reason for me to stay. So yeah, I would leave. Like, and vice versa. Like, if you feel I'm not getting better, I wouldn't expect you to stay. But I don't expect instant turnaround either. Like, I know shit take time.
Would it also depend on how many years y'all was together, or months?
All of those are variables. I don't know. Like, it depends. It all depends on the situation, the person.
Yeah.
That you may be more flexible with someone else versus another person. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. Because I feel like you can love being around a person, but of course, the flaws the flaws come with that person.
Mm-hmm.
So nobody's perfect. It's just all about what you can once you feel like you have to tolerate something, then it's like you ain't really loving it no more.
That's a bad word to
Yeah,
use in that kind of situation. You should never have to tolerate
because you're settling. Now you
anything
just
over. Like what is that, you already know. You should have already known or gotten to know this person. Like, oh, this is what their bad part is. I'm not gonna knock them for it. You know,
Right.
I still love them for it. Like overall, I already know. Like, hey, if I'm gonna make Darius mad like for a certain situation, I ain't gonna go there.
yeah.
I know that it's not gonna go there. But if I know I'm gonna get a honest reaction on him for that, then I want it.
Yeah,
Then you're gonna accept that person for what they are and what it is that they have done, because overall, it is what it is. Like,
I feel like
you know,
I feel like if I'm with you, let's just say for 2 months, right? Of course, it's but so
Hey,
much you could.
Vanessa, how you doing?
Your Nest was good. It was good. Everybody that's tuning in, we appreciate y'all. I
Miss
feel like
Motivator, how you doing?
if like eventually you have to show everything about you. Like you can only keep but so much into yourself. But I hear people say it all the time. They were scared to show this side because they felt like a person was gonna leave. Listen, at the end of the day, if you were a bitch, right? I met you. If I met you as that, but you wasn't a bitch towards me, but you was like showing like your ways from beginning to to that 2 month mark, then it's like you don't got nothing to worry about with me if I never judged you back then. Now if I start having an issue with it,
I don't know if that's a good example, but
well I'm just
hola,
saying as far as like
¿cómo estás?
if I
Trying,
if I I'm
trying.
basically saying if I love you for you, if you already had bitchy traits about you, like now I'm saying
Mhm.
like if some of your like some of your traits didn't meet my standards. But at the same time, I loved it because you were just being real upfront. Like you didn't hide that part of you. I'm saying I'ma still love you because you showed that from jump.
Okay.
Now I'm not
All
gonna
right.
love it as time go along. It's like okay, now it's certain levels to that word. So now
I mean,
now
So
now it's like
that's kind
now,
of a contradiction because
right.
if you accepted it, then you can't be mad when, I guess, when you're tired of it, you expect someone to change. Like,
well it can't
that's a contradiction.
well it can't
Yeah, you shouldn't want them to actually, you know what? If anything, you shouldn't have kept it to yourself about what you don't like that certain thing. If anything, you bring it up to them, like, yo, why you always doing this? Like, so they can explain, if anything, explain to you what they do, so now you can better understand them.
Mm-hmm.
okay, so I'm gonna give you an
That bad
example.
flaw probably isn't really a bad flaw. It's probably something they done missed or
Right,
something they do instinctively, but you caught it, but you never told them you caught it. Now you like everybody else that they was with.
right.
Right. Right.
Now I'm gonna give you an example. Let's say if my child do something in school, right?
Mm-hmm.
My partner, she gets upset, even though that's not her child. Let's just say my new partner, she gets upset because, I mean, like, the teachers probably didn't, handle the situation like they didn't handle the
That's a
situation
good
right.
part. They, sh-
Now,
they mm-hmm.
now, that's what I mean when I say that side. If it came out for that particular reason, because we probably spoke to the teachers before and they didn't do nothing. They didn't play that role on. Now, I mean, like whatever the situation was. Let's just say my daughter had a fight and they ain't tell me nothing.
Okay.
Now, yeah, I may not be the type to go off, but she might. So if
But
she,
you knew that already. But you knew that already, bro. You accepted it back then, no matter what the situation is. If you accepted it in the past, you want to put a cap on it, which is kind of crazy. Like, not to say, I don't mean crazy like absurd, but like
yeah,
How do you expect one to just stop when you've been accepting it for all the X amount of time?
That's true.
Right.
You didn't have a problem with it before?
No, that's true. No, I'm saying no. That's what I'm saying. Like there's different levels of that side coming out. Like if it came out for that particular reason, that's a good reason as far as like going off because you standing strong by your child.
But
But
that's
as far
not being a bitch then. That's
but
not being a bitch.
that's how they would perceive it.
That's like, no, I hate to use my crack analogy. That's like saying I'm not a crackhead, but I smoke a little bit of crack. What? Like,
But I'm just saying
like
as
I'm
far
a,
because I'm also looking at it from their eyes too. Because anybody would twist up things. Because you couldn't like Mama Wheatley, she'd go off for her kids. Like she'll go off for her kids, no matter how old y'all are.
but
But
she's herself all the time.
right, but a stranger ain't gonna know that. They'll look at your mom and be like, oh, she, like, damn, like, look how she, and we'll look at Anna and be like, yeah, that's just Anna.
Someone's a perception versus what you accept is two different things. That's not the same thing, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Simply be.
That means you want to dictate when a behavior is appropriate or not. Your partner is not your child. That's a
Yeah.
fact.
No, that's true. But no, I was saying like as far as like the strangers, like strangers will perceive your mom's as being a bitch without knowing her, but that's anybody's
Hey,
perception.
there's a phrase or whatever it is that we're using at work. I don't give
Yeah,
it really it really says
IDGAF.
like if if people who's watching have something to say about something like, oh, why are they doing that, or why they reacting that kind of way, yo, accept it. They reacting that way. Maybe you don't know what they're reacting to or how they're reacting. Like
Right.
what like you said, if your child is acting up, or no, not even your child acting up, your child told you something like, hey, the teacher's bugging, and your new partner says they bugging, I'm on it. Like I knew they was acting funny from the time that I saw them or whatever. It's like now now this person's bugging out.
Yeah.
You shouldn't
Yes, and your
you
perception
shouldn't feel
is
some kind of way from your partner. You should be like, yo, like you should be with it. Like you should accept that. That's somebody who already seen through all of the dumbness that that other people aren't are just accepting.
Yeah.
and someone's perception is not my reality. So
No, absolutely.
knowing my mother or anybody else, like,
Yeah.
Chad, what's going on, bro?
Appreciate y'all for joining in. The real
Welcome.
The real technical. I like that name.
That's Chad from the block.
Get the fuck out of it. Yo, Ted, what up, boy?
That's Chad from upstairs.
Yeah. I ain't seen Ted in years, man. I ain't seen Ted in years. But yeah, I like that. All answers, were correct. There was no wrong answer just now.
That's like saying, oh, like I shared something on Facebook, like, I forgot what it was, the words, the question itself. It was like, what is the worst thing about me? Like Vanessa for all the above. I know it may be some truth to that, but
Yeah.
it was like the categories like, my mouth, my tone, my delivery, and I want to say something else. Vanessa for all the above. A few people did.
Yeah,
a lot of people think the way I talk and my delivery is crazy, or it's too harsh.
Yeah.
Seven flow.
Yeah, that's the fact. But
Too vulgar. Too vulgar out here?
it's too, I guess, or too blunt.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
a few people put that. A lot of people said they wanted to put the letter B. I had a few people tell me, like, yo, your mouth is crazy. Like, but I always ask, do I say something am I wrong, though?
Right.
Do I say anything to belittle you?
Right. Okay.
Like if anything, if your truth,
It's just
if your truth,
unfiltered.
if your truth has not been strong all these years, and nobody has yet to know who you are when it comes to what you say, then it's like, yeah, they just too sensitive.
I won't say
No,
that. Some people you gotta kind of
I'm saying
watch
that.
what you say.
No,
Oh,
The
I'm
question of everything is when people see how you react, Chris, like or whatever, everybody
I was
should
good,
be.
bro.
It should always be. Are you surprised? Are
Mm-hmm.
you surprised that he did that? No, I'm not
Oh, he
surprised.
answered the question like that.
You
right.
should always that you know. If these people, these new people, have to ask these questions, they don't know you. They don't know you.
That's a fact. Or they want me to be straight up until it's time for them, you know. Nah, you
They
could be
want to
blunt and give it.
they
You could
want
be
you to
blunt and
water it
real, but
down.
you know, be gentle and water it down with me though. Like what? No.
Nah, nah,
Because you could be blunt without being an ass.
disrespect.
Know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like you
Yeah,
can, and I've always preached that. I've always said you can get your point across without crossing the line. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like there's no,
right,
like if me
right.
and you are
Yo.
peoples,
Yeah,
if me and you are boys, like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's like there's a couple of times like me and Chris we be on the line for parties and like, know what I'm saying? Like one of like our collar or his collar be messed up and we just like, yo, like, know what I'm saying? Like, yo, your drink is kind of like flip inside out. It's
Yeah,
not a
it's my
nah,
it's nothing
shit.
nah.
wrong.
You know what? You should go deeper than that. Yo, if we all met up somewhere and we all looked at each other's gear, we should be like, yo, my man's, why is you wearing that? You got to go with that. You got to change that. Because we not walking with you, looking some kind of way, and we going to go, yeah, you should, just like, like Chris is blunt with it, like he should be able to tell you, yo, that is not acceptable
Right.
with this attire that we're going with.
Yeah, I'm not putting you on Front Street like fuck out of here, fuck what you wearing, you know?
Like yo, we close to the crib because overall we all just met up.
Yeah.
We all just met up. So overall, yo, go back home, get you something better, like,
I mean,
and
but
then
for the most part, it's like we never really had to like critique any of our gears. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
This is
uh,
true.
true.
But you know when when you ask me a question, I'm not gonna tiptoe around it as
Right.
sexy lady said. I'm gonna answer it as is.
yeah,
And if I ask you a question, I'm not gonna allow you to tiptoe around what I asked you either.
Crystal,
And I tell you,
say whatever it is and apologize.
I I
Don't tell.
you know I let you give me the whole. I let you Watuti around my question, and I tell you like that's not what I asked you. Like
right.
you just said all that for nothing. The question I asked you was this. Like
Yeah.
Chris will go, yo, did you think that through?
yeah, like
Did
So
you think that
that
through?
makes sense to you.
so
Like
so being that I brought up the whole sensitivity thing, right? This is a question that I just came up with just now. What is one emotion that if you had the chance to get rid of it, you would like for it not to exist?
none of them. I keep them all.
Motion? Oh, I don't think you need them all. You need them all
Yeah, I
because
keep
the
them all.
world, like last, I don't know, like just think about it all. Like me having to throw away an emotion,
Hmm.
like you should be able to feel them all.
So so
I need perspective.
you think a world full of happy people will be like too it'll be too what's that movie? What's that? The Truman Show?
I would
Because
I would love to be around a room full of happy people. Like but uh, yeah.
if anger, I feel like this. If anger didn't exist, it's like then you probably would have more crime.
You
Wow,
wouldn't even know. But if
send
you
me V. Wow,
didn't have anger, you wouldn't know what it's like to be happy.
True.
the flip side a new perspective is sometimes needed. It's okay to reevaluate whether or not. Hey, look at Dr. Phil. I ain't look.
Yo,
You're the
look,
smartest person I know.
look.
No,
Vanessa stayed dropping gems.
no, you digging deep now.
Yeah, but yeah, the
You
I
balance.
don't want to hear that
you
your
must be
hair
a
not done and none of that.
psychologist.
Your request for request for Vanessa. I want to hear your hair not done. You should be out of church or wherever you went already.
You know she
Old
gonna say
trauma. Wow, that
Yeah,
sound like they go with
that fit.
that last topic that we need to talk about.
She definitely fits. She definitely fits as a psychologist.
we about to have the degree in the same thing. And then we can bounce
He
ideas
said
off
no,
each other.
thank you.
Nah,
I am
get
studying.
your ass up here.
Nah, all right. So in this last topic, we still need the other agenda thing on that one.
Yeah, we all gonna need you later. Please stay. Any woman that's on here, please stay.
Hey,
Please, as long as you possibly can.
I got somebody. I got somebody though, and she's just like Chris on the roll with it on the topic.
She
I
on
think I
this
got
right
an
now?
idea.
Yeah, I can get her in here.
Yeah, go ahead, get her.
He must be talking about Shay.
Ah, yeah.
Tell her bring her ass on.
On that last topic, I mean, you know that one.
Yeah. Yeah, she
Okay, so what's the next question?
yeah, she definitely you know, spit facts on that as well.
But to the truth though, like it'll just be truth.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I also respect someone like me and Vanessa have talked. She also told me like, "Hey, you hurt my feelings," and I understand. I respect it. I apologize. Like,
Yeah.
so you know, it's not like I'm heartless when I give my my thoughts or something or how I feel about it. I
Right.
do respect if someone tell me, "Hey, I hurt their feelings," or they didn't like the way I said something, which is understandable.
Right.
I do the same.
No one
Yeah.
does anything just because, like, you know, if they definitely tell you straight out, like, you know, hey, you know, this made me feel some kind of way, then you gotta accept it.
Kingdom, what's going on, bro?
Let me ask you something about kids, man. Because you know how we grew up. It ain't a guessing. I know for a fact we grew up way tougher than this generation of kids. But
I might get banned for this. They might kick me off for this.
as far as the discipline that kids get now, because I don't feel like they get it. I don't feel like they get enough. At what age? At what age could you really pull away from telling you know? Because I don't want to say, as a parent, you're supposed to still have some type of authority to still tell your child what they can and can't do. What age would you stop because you already know that your child know better? Like, would it be 16, 17? Like, would it depend on, okay, if you're a single father?
Trying to do something wrong. I'm not going to allow you to keep repeating the same mistakes.
Because I feel like some of these kids do need patience. Like, as far as, like, you know, just growing into what is right and what is wrong. Because nowadays, these kids are learning whatever they learning from YouTube videos. Because parents work so much. You know, so if you work so. Now, go ahead.
You're right.
Go ahead.
You're right.
Yeah,
You're right. A lot of kids need a lot more, just like
structure,
hands-on, like
structure.
All right, check this out. If certain parents who like us or whatever is you've been through certain things at a certain age or whatever it is, you should be thinking to yourself, all right, around this age, I was doing this.
Mm-hmm.
I messed up here. I messed up there. I did this. I did that. So now I gotta either let them experience it or forewarn them about it.
But it also depends if that child want to listen.
All depends on
kids,
the child,
yeah.
because you should know your own child.
Of
because
course.
some people don't even know their own child, and they do one when they should have did the other.
You could be around your
And
kid, but
whatever.
now you raising them.
Like, but now because you did that one, you got a negative effect, and
Right.
now they're resistant. They're
It's hard
resistant.
to raise these kids when they entertained by tablets, bro.
You know, they resist on you or whatever it is. Now it's like, and then
And then when you
I don't know. It's more. I'm just speaking off of just. I'm
yeah. When
trying, but
you
you know,
around,
every parent tries. Everybody tries. Like, you know, and it comes to the fact that it helps that both parents are there, because it seems like there's a lot of rise in the men being there now.
yeah, it's
So now,
important.
you know, the men, you know, the men being there, the you know, the black man being there in their kids' life, it really does help. Like when
Yeah.
both
It's
parents are there to be able to be like, yo, this, that, like, you know,
yeah,
because one parent, some didn't have certain things or had a different life than a different one or whatever it's like. But the fact that the man is there to be able to structure,
yeah,
you know, because you know sometimes when you know the women have a boy, you know, sometimes you need that man to be like, you know,
no, not
hey,
sometimes, all the time. I mean,
hey,
Structure, bro.
you still do a
hey,
good job, and there's plenty of women that raise young kings out
true,
there that became men by
true,
themselves.
true. But at the same time, deep down inside, there's still something missing
There's
in a
still
lot
something
of
missing. Absolutely.
still something missing.
We letting these tablets raise the children, bro, and we too sensitive.
Yeah.
And guess what they showing on in these tablets nowadays? That whole
Yeah. I
finance
know exactly. I know
and all
exactly
that,
where you.
Mm-hmm.
I know
all that.
exactly
Mm-hmm.
where you going.
That's
I know
Mm-hmm.
exactly.
there.
I know
They
exactly where you
just
going with it.
spoon feeding
Yeah.
now.
Like every chance I get, like now I'm saying like, well,
Everybody's scared of them.
It's definitely influence, but when you have structure, it's a little hard to be influenced by certain
yeah.
things or frivolous things.
Once that structure is embedded in you, influence is
Right.
like it's it's less less than a little bit. It's negative
It's
zero.
just,
Like it's
it's
not
like
gonna have
Pootie
that much.
Tang, you know. Pootie Tang say, yo, my daddy had the belt, blah
Tippy
blah
toe,
blah.
tippy tay.
Like, you know, I ain't even want to steal. Like, you know, I get it. That's what it
Yeah,
is.
yo,
Whenever the pops is there, you be like, yo, my dad, yo, my
my mom's
dad
didn't even.
used to always
My
tell me
mom's
like, hey, like whenever you messed up or got loud with moms, when you thought you was better than moms or you knew more than moms, like hey, checked you, yo,
hey, yeah. See,
I
yeah,
that's the
didn't
only
say
thing you
you
had to say.
don't. I just said it's hard. It's hard to be influenced when you have structure.
But she said she disagreed.
She
I
said a
mean,
little.
listen.
staying to both genders just as important as
I
having
mean,
them.
listen. When like if you're like what we basically saying is if we're not teaching our kids without the tablet always in their face. Because if these are the only thing they're learning from, and you're working all the time, by the time you come from work, you tired. So it's but so much of your influence that's gonna matter to the kid because the structure is coming from the tablet. So they looking at it like, oh well, that's Chris. They're looking at it like, well, like I'm like,
Chill,
yo,
don't blow me up.
they looking at it like, yo, like I hear you, pops, but yo, like I ain't hear this enough. And a lot of kids don't hear the same thing over and over again. Like I got embedded with certain quotes in my head from my mom's to the point where it's like somebody told me something else that was probably similar to what my mom said, but I'm like, nah, I trust what that woman say. I trust what she said and what she did. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that was my influence. Like so her structure it was basically letting her words, you know what I mean, like seep into my spirit, like seep into my soul, because like, you know what I'm saying, like
I
if
didn't.
if your soul ain't strong enough to basically like push off these devil and these demons out here, you're easily fall into anything. They always say structure starts from
It's
home.
your parents. It's definitely your parents. But I wanted to say I didn't start getting in trouble until my parents got too busy. Until the adults in my life got too busy.
Mm. Like I got, you know what I mean, like I got brothers, but you know, I wasn't close with all of them. Like, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, if anything, I was close with y'all too. Like like we grew up like ages right behind each other,
Mm-hmm.
like 1, 2, 3, like different years. So it's like, you know what I mean, like we basically, I mean, it sounds crazy, but at the same time, it's not. Like we raised each other. Like we raised
That's a
each
fact.
other since kids. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Dev damn near grew up in my house. Like I damn near spent the night. I damn near spent the night at your crib like every other weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with Chris. You know what I mean? Like I'm eating different over there. Chris is at my crib. If I have if I have it, he had it. Like, so now I'm
That's a
saying,
fact.
like, there was never nothing like our influence from my parents was basically like, yo, like, know what I mean, like at the end of the day, y'all brothers, y'all cousins. Like, know what I'm saying, like this is how we did it, this is how y'all gonna do it. That was the structure. So we following what we saw that was positive, like positive influence in our lives. Full flow. Yeah, he
Well,
definitely
for
was.
breath. Who
That's
that?
That's all.
my cousin Tanya.
It's Tanya. Yeah.
Yeah, I started getting in trouble when I stopped going to martial arts, when I stopped going to boxing, all that stuff. That's when I started playing in the streets.
Love you too, T.
Lord, love you more. She was just down here.
A word?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
But
Yeah.
it is it's the parents' responsibility. I got a question. I know is how do y'all feel about what the CEO of TikTok said? Like he don't well, how it was portrayed that he don't allow his children to be on TikTok. And that really wasn't the message he was conveying. Like
What he said.
it was just like pretty much, he monitored what his kids watch on TikTok and things of that nature.
I mean, well,
People was like the algorithm is different. Like we get all these other stuff. I said that no, the algorithm is kind of based on what you choose to watch, what you like and
right.
stuff.
Right,
Like
right.
a lot of the BS that
As
people
long as
watch don't
you
come up on my
click on
joint.
it, as long as you click on it or
BG was
last
good, bro.
more
Coach
than
Lee,
6
Coach
seconds
Lush.
on it, that's something you consider liked.
Right.
So it don't.
Like, when it comes to that tablet, man, like Heidi face the screen be like this, and I'll be like, Heidi, what are you watching that's that fascinating that's gonna make you go blind? Huh?
What about the time on it, the allotted time?
Right. Like
Some of these
Technically,
kids
they
be
say
on these
2
tablets
hours.
all
Don't
day.
look
day
at 2
from
hours of
day
TV time, screen time, whatever that is.
Right.
from day to night, boy. Like when she's over here, like I don't know what she do in the Bronx, but I try to, you know what I mean? Like every time she's with the great grandmother, I get it. The great grandmother's not gonna watch her
Yeah,
every second.
Roblox.
You know what I'm saying?
That's my little one.
Roblox is
Roblox, right?
my
Roblox.
yo,
That's what it said.
Roblox,
I be
Fortnite.
looking at
yeah.
a few of them dresses. I just be like,
They be hooked on them shows, man.
Right. Right.
some joints on that for Roblox be like, alright, that's
It's
a little sketchy
yeah,
because overall these are grown ups making these
yeah. And they
Mm-hmm.
make the sound
these
effects
things.
with
I
the
don't like yeah, like as soon as but she already understands because structure done told her, hey, soon as I tell her that, she know that it's something I don't like.
yo, it's something about black fathers. We go, hey, and they jump, and because they know they know
Exactly.
what they doing. Like
Soon as I
like
hear something,
don't
or
play
as
with me.
soon as I hear something weird or whatever it is, or something grown up-ish, I go, hey.
Mm-hmm.
And she go, oh. And she
But
changed the channel. Like, she's changing it. Like, because overall, I'm here. I'm
Right.
there. She already,
not only that, but
she already
when we was
know.
kids, how long we was on the game for?
Man, not
Hours.
even
An hour, bro.
an
That's it. We
hour.
had to get off.
Yeah.
We had to get let it know what
When
we
we got
had to
older,
do. I hate to bring this up, but
yeah.
we had to do to play the game. You know, us, we had to do push-ups in order to play the game. Like,
There was discipline just to do the game, right?
word.
Discipline just to play the game, not to get money.
Like we had a
Not to
yeah,
go
it was a
outside.
consequence before the actual action.
Like,
So we were just like, yo,
Like,
is it that?
And however long you took to do your push-ups, cut it to your game time.
Right.
So we took you a half an hour to do 25 push-ups, bro. Like,
yeah. Yep.
25, and you had to make sure you get to that 25.
Word.
Not even like
ain't no
half,
shorts. No shorts. Yeah, we also wanted to be outside more than.
Absolutely.
That's a fact.
Yeah. So once we started seeing our
That
friends outside more,
society has kept our kids inside.
Yeah.
Inside.
yes.
It started with the Blackberries when that's when we started becoming zombies.
Ain't even that. Like even the video games these days, like everything's online, and you can be with your best friend and be like, yo, you can't even play on the same system no more.
Yeah.
You literally gotta go, like, just like how you see kids with these book bags and backpacks, they go into their friend's house with the actual game, like the system.
Yeah.
Yo, they travel with the actual TV, like the little 32.
The little computer screen.
Little 32.
Yeah.
Yeah, the little computer screen. That shit is crazy.
Like,
Yo, that's crazy. Just to play with each other on, like, to be next to each other.
On
But you still ain't next to each other.
consoles. On 2 different consoles, bro.
I gotta bring my whole game outside. Risk somebody stealing everything.
yeah, it was way safer back then.
It
than
was
how it is now.
safer too, but we also wasn't dumb. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not saying these kids is dumb, but the way these kids are oblivious
They
to
don't
certain
care.
things like that.
They don't care. They don't care, bro. Like they for hold on. Safe, I remember running from guns. Yo, okay. But, okay, that okay, when it comes to parties,
she didn't lie.
Yeah,
She didn't lie at all.
Yeah. When it came to parties, yeah, that was a different that was a different type of outside. Like
I don't remember.
that was
I don't remember.
You plead the fifth?
I plead the fifth. I don't know nothing about it.
Well, Dev, you didn't really go
You
to
plead
all
the
the
fifth. You plead the fifth.
yeah.
I'm gonna let bro plead the fifth.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wasn't there.
I know both of y'all love this question right here.
All
What's
right.
that? Not sure.
Parents wouldn't send us to school on Halloween.
That is true. That is true.
Nah.
I had to cut.
I was there.
I had to cut school.
I had to go off of my own street knowledge just to get out of school.
Yeah.
But question though, you know what I'm saying? Like, because we live in a world now where people's standards and preference has exceeded, past, certain people's likings now. Would you say nowadays a lot of people are single because their standards are too high?
Not too high. They're just following a trend.
Yeah, their standards is based on social media.
Yeah, it's based on a straight trend.
Or what they see on TV as, like Dev said, is a trend. A lot of people have beer money with champagne dreams too.
I love that.
I like that. That was dope. Oh, that's.
Or they got these high standards and can't match what they want, like in no facet.
Yeah.
Emotionally, physically, no facet. Like,
because it's listen, if you okay. Now go ahead, Chris.
There's a lot of women that want a man to work a 9 to 5 and still shoot a nigga at 6. But not he can't go to jail. Yeah. Like, what? Like, or he got to be dumb tough in his in his corner if he read a book or he want to better himself. Like,
Right.
so and there's
I feel
a
like
lot of people that don't bring nothing but sex, whether male or female.
life
Life
imitates art.
I mean, art imitates reality. Like
Yeah.
she said, life imitates art.
Yeah.
Art imitates reality.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a lot of people. It's women that want a nigga to work a 9 to 5, be smart, be a thug, be soft, get up at 5 o'clock, shoot a nigga at 5:01 and meet it. And there's a lot of men that's built like broccoli that want a woman to have these Instagram model bodies but can't do a push up or a pull up. Like, it's like how dare you?
Like,
some of these standards is crazy. And I don't mean everybody, but
like I'm gonna defend women on this point that I'm about to say. I've seen and heard certain dudes like tell me straight up in my face, like no women around. They told me that they want a woman that knows how to, make them feel good regardless if they had an argument or not. Let them play the game whenever they feel like it. What he said, like go out with his boys whenever he want, because he feel like if he's in the house with her, all the time, that he should be entitled to just like be with his boys whenever he want, without even asking her how she feel if she didn't see him all day. And I was like,
that don't make sense. If he's in the house with her all day, that means he saw her all day.
I said, but what he was basically saying was, like, if they sleep, like, basically he's saying like sleeping counts, waking up to see each other before they go to work counts.
So it's a QT counts with
quality time.
Yeah, it just counts with just being there instead of
that's
just,
how he looks at it. And I said, bro, you can't do that, man.
Okay. All right. Copy.
I said, bro, you can't do that. I said, you lucky if she even stay. Because if she says, yo, okay, we see each other when we wake up, but that doesn't count. How does that count? Like, because y'all going to work. Like, if you work 9 to 5, like Dev, let's say you work all day, right? Your woman was off. Once you come home, you're gonna be tired, but as the man that you are, you still want to spend some type of time with her just to let her know that you missed her.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Now, you know what? The general fact of everything is she been off, you've been working this whole long time. Guess both y'all should know what's going on, right? And
right.
Lady J,
you've been off, I've been working. And not even just a regular 8 hours. I've been working extra, if anything.
Working in that sun.
Because basically, I've communicated and told you, hey, I got to stick around for a few more hours.
Mm-hmm.
Boss bugging. So she should be. The word is killing me, right? It's going away from me right now. But she should be able to reciprocate, or
reciprocate is the perfect word.
Yeah, absolutely.
To be able to be like, you know what, I'ma have this ready for you, blah blah. Something.
Yeah.
She'd be able to communicate to tell you, yo,
See, what's good, bro? Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you for everything that because overall you staying late. I'm sorry that you had to stay late. Blah blah blah. She shouldn't want you to like really be there. Like yo, why you came home and you just went straight to sleep? I told you I just did extra time.
Sexy lady, you said what's the ideal? What's the ideal?
Ideal situation in terms of what?
What?
Yeah,
the question.
That's broad.
Because I'm simple. If we talking about quality time and things of that nature, I'm very simple.
Yeah, because I mean, my love language is QT, like quality time.
Are you willing to come up? I don't want to hear your hair not done and none of that either.
Nah, man. Let me see. I'm gonna invite her now.
Funny had a good sleep too.
Yeah,
Hey
yeah,
guys.
What's
welcome,
going on?
welcome.
Yeah, y'all got me in
There
the
you
bed on
go.
Sundays. All right, let me sit up. Let me sit up. Let me sit up. Let me get
I
myself
agree,
together.
Coach Lush.
What I was saying was, what would be ideal for you guys in this situation in terms of if this was you, you were the guy in this situation, what would you want to have transpire when you came home? Like,
I mean, listen. I just don't want the arguing. I don't want to hear.
Okay.
I
like
just
I
don't
said
want to
before,
hear
I'm not
like
arguing with nobody.
no.
Look, look,
I
Right.
wouldn't want like
look.
if I was
Over.
She'll
over there for work.
debate your ass
All right.
down, though. She'll debate your ass down, though.
All right. Look. Technically, I mean, overall, every guy, overall, if I told you straight out, hey, I'm working from this time to this time, but at the hour before that I'm supposed to be getting off, I tell you, hey, boss bugging, I need to stick around for an extra few hours. I'm letting you know, communicating to tell you, hey, something's happened. I gotta stay late, but now it's more on me, and, and now that I have to stay late, that I'm hoping that you understand and don't have a problem with it. That when I get home, that there's no problems. Like if I do actually get home and try to to I come home with my upbeat whatever, hey baby,
It's it's
or
still
to our
tired.
kid,
Yeah,
hey
tired.
hey little
Tired.
one, try to do whatever I do, and then we sitting there and you be like, oh, let's watch this movie. All right, cool. And I just like,
It doze
you
off.
should understand.
Yeah, it doze off.
I think that it's determined by your person, and knowing your
Yeah.
person would eliminate a lot of that, obviously, because
True.
for me, I've done it before. I'm coming home, it's 12 o'clock. I done made food, did all this other stuff. I've done it before. Everybody's not built to deal with that. And I feel like if I'm really honest, most women are selfish because they feel like the love should be given to them a certain way as opposed to it being reciprocated by two people.
Ah,
So again, it
ah.
starts with knowing your person. If you're
Right.
with the person who has that understanding for you, who knows that you're going to work 16-hour days and you're coming home to be tired, I'm not expecting you to watch a movie with me. I might turn it on, but I know we're going to bed. Like,
Yes.
it's about common courtesy too.
Yes.
Not everybody has common courtesy to say to their person, as the communicating person who's tired, yo, listen, I don't want you feeling kind of
Coach
way.
Slush,
I'm
that's a grade
tired.
A fact. I'm
And
sorry.
then on the flip side, her saying, I understand that you're tired. Having an understanding come from both sides is
Yes.
also a big
Yes.
deal. But it's how you communicate,
Yes.
starting with knowing
Mhm.
who your person is.
Because it's a lot of selfish-minded people out here. They expect you to still have the same energy from this
From
morning.
16 hours later,
What?
like, it's unrealistic. It's
Right.
unrealistic,
Nah.
especially
Oh,
for the
e-
guys who work
even
overnight and come home to a
Yeah.
situation. Like, it's
Yes.
unrealistic. You want me to take my kids to school? Girl,
Right.
we all about to
Cause
die in the
cause
car because I'm
listen,
tired.
I'm the type I do this, right? If if I had the day
Talk to a
off,
girl.
if I had the day off, right? I know you
Mhm.
was working all day, you had a bad day at work. I'm not expecting you to still come home and cook for me. If anything, if even if I can't throw down, or if I just finished having a long day myself and I come home before you, yo, babe, like now I'm saying I know we both tired. Yo, I'm gonna order something. So by the time you get here, it's already on the way.
I'm fortunate enough to not be in that situation. Only thing, the problem I have with asking my girl is what we gonna eat if you're not gonna cook. I understand you're tired, and women don't never know what y'all want to eat. Like, so I don't decide what I'm gonna eat until a decision is made.
Right.
So, but I don't work 16-hour shifts, so I understand. But I also work with children.
That's
We
draining.
we've gotten better.
I think even
So.
still, I don't think it matters the field of work. The
Mhm.
fact that you're not in the household for any amount of time is draining to any person, whether it be the guy or whether it be the woman. It's draining to both people. Again, it goes back to knowing your person. Once you know your person, you kind of can put together parts of your lives that make sense for the two of y'all. But it has to be a common consensus, and you got to communicate. Because if you're not communicating, don't nobody know nothing.
Show the Beast asked, how much is your classes?